Ajal. I'm the principal of Wales International School in Abu Dhabi, and today we're gathering to discuss an issue that touches every 12th grader, no matter where they are in the world. Our students need to be agile thinkers, effective communicators, creative problem solvers, and responsible global citizens. As principals and educators, we share the responsibility to nurture these competencies, not just for their academic success, but to prepare our learners to lead meaningful lives in a rapidly changing world. I'm delighted to see this diverse panel, leaders from India, the Middle East and beyond, bringing insight shaped by different cultures and contexts. Together, we will explore how schools and universities can bridge the gap between curriculum and real-world skills. I'm inviting our panelists to share their perspectives on questions such as what skills are non-negotiable for future-ready students? How can students and universities collaborate to prepare students holistically? And how do we ensure these skills are developed equitably, regardless of geography or resources? Thank you, EduTV, for creating this platform that connects educators worldwide. And I'm looking forward to an engaging discussion full of practical ideas, thoughtful reflections, and inspiring stories. So let's begin. If I could please ask Ms. Priyanka, what skills do you think are non-negotiable for future-ready students?
Communication. Especially when our children are used to of social media, they are used to of virtual world. I think communication holds the key to build a team. Because when they come to university, they are going to be in completely different and alien environment. Very few known people will be there with them. So I believe that communication holds the key for them to succeed, because I believe a person alone cannot succeed. He succeeds, she succeeds along with the people with her. And that should be the real success, because you don't grow alone, you grow with people and you let people grow. And second thing which I believe is children should learn strongly about how to digest the failure and how to streamline their energy and channelize their energy into a proper future. A future which is not only for them, but for the world and the society they are living in.
Oh, beautiful words. Thank you, Ms. Priyanka. I'm going to go ladies first, and I'm going to ask Ms. Sangeeta the same question. Which non-negotiables do the children need?
I think so. Thank you, Joanna, for that question, and good afternoon to everyone. Very important for the students who are growing. The world is changing with such a fast pace that we don't know what is going to be in the future for them. What we are identifying now, that okay, these are the careers available, we don't know how the future would be, and that's why important is the skill set, and as rightly mentioned by Priyanka ma'am also. But addition to that, I would like to say critical thinking and problem solving are some non-negotiable. They need to have the design thinking skills also with them, because what they are learning today, tomorrow may not exist. So what will be there in front of them, they should be able to analyze, think about it, look for a solution, and then design the solution. I think so that is very important. They need to be independent thinker. They can't depend on the AI, or they can't depend on something. These will some other person. These will be only the supportive tool. But the independent mindset and the thought process is equally important for them to survive and stand confidently in the future. Without that, I don't think so this generation will be able to stand anywhere.
Absolutely agree with everything you said. Thank you. I'm going to come to our gentleman next. And can I ask Mr. Uttam the same question, please?
Yeah, very good afternoon to everyone, and thanks to EduTV also for giving me the opportunity to talk about this topic, which is the bridging the gap between the schools and universities, and how to prepare the children and what are the skills which would be required in future, and how we have to groom the children for and make them future ready. So as they have already talked about two skills, the communication and the problem solving skills. But other than that, because according to me, the involvement of AI and other technology is so much is there in education, that we should have, other than these skills, that the managerial skills, because we have to manage the AI agents, because most of the job would be taken up by those AI agents. So how do we manage those AI agents? Even if I talk about the kind of data the AI is using is human, which the human has already fed into the machines. So we have to trigger our mind. We have to prepare the children to trigger their mind to think beyond that even. So how much they develop those thought processes, and because they have to surpass the mindset of the AI until the AI is not going to create the data on their own. So still they have enough time to think about it. How can we basically surpass those AI? And definitely these skills they have to adopt themselves. They have to know this is self-management also, how to deal with the problems and how to take the help of these the AI tools also, whatever available and will be available also as the advancement is coming up to that fast pace. So that is what we have to prepare the children to, along with those skills, to know how to manage these tools also in their betterment, and make them ready for future job, which nobody know what is going to happen in future. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I would say that we need to upskill our teaching staff too, because I think it's an area that's so fast paced that we all need to keep on top of it too. So thank you very much. I'll come to Mr. Shyam now, please, if you wouldn't mind answering the same question.
Thank you, Ms. Joanna. I have a slightly different approach. So skill sets are something which Dr. Priyanka, Sangeeta, Mr. Uttam, everybody told about skill set. So if I look at a different approach, these are the skill sets which can be acquired, which can be acquired through education. There is something which is very important is, so which encompasses all the skill sets. If, say, for example, an empathy, which is a very important skill to survive in this world, along with critical thinking, creative thinking, all those things put together becomes a better humanistic values. For example, what if I'm the world's most famous cardiac surgeon and I don't have an empathy towards my patient? Will I be successful? So that holds an important value for anyone, and I believe that skill set is something which is going to survive and stay with that person till that death, or his name or her name would be there, and that plays a very important role for anyone to be in this world at any role is what I believe. Well,
Thank you so much. I had the exact same conversation with a parent in my school who is a surgeon, and she said, my son is very clever. He's capable of being a doctor in the future. I know that. You don't need to tell me that. He could sit his exams now. But if he can't communicate with his patients, and if he's not a moral person, then he's not going to be a very good doctor. So I have experienced that myself from somebody who actually said it to me. Thank you so much for sharing. And Mr. Gautam, would you mind answering the same question for us? Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon to all of you. And thank you once again, EduTV, for giving us this platform. Actually, the skills, like Priyanka ma'am said about communication, Sangeeta ma'am said about critical thinking, Uttam sir said about AI, and Shyam sir said about empathy. It's all of them are equally important. We can't just leave one, or we can't say that we just need only one skill. But regarding AI, I can say that the digital literacy skill is very important nowadays. Like the information literacy, media literacy, and technology literacy. Like nowadays, when our internet and our devices are flooded with information, we need to have the skill to find out which one is correct and which one is not so correct. Data analysis, which is part of, again, critical thinking. Media literacy means whatever news we are getting, whether it is how much accuracy, whether it is biased or impartial news. We need to understand the difference between these two. Because whenever you say that nowadays we have WhatsApp University, so we need to understand that whatever university, whatever information we get, we must have the skill to find out which one is actual and which one is biased. Basically, it's a combination of HI and AI, human intelligence and artificial intelligence. And I always say my students that HI and AI, they never compete, rather they complete. Because you have a proper balance of HI and AI, then the circle will get completed. So I think the digital literacy skill is one more skill which the students of 21st century must know before joining any university or any future endeavors. Over to John.
Thank you so much. I love how you link the HI and the AI. That's something I'm going to take back to my staff, if that's okay with you. That's a really important skill. We've been joined by Dr. Pramod, so I will ask you the question that we've been asking everybody so far, which is which skills are non-negotiable for future-ready students? Over to you, Dr. Pramod.
Yes. Good morning, good afternoon, namaste, namaskaram, salam alaikum. Now, I have an entirely different opinion, whatever my honorable and respected panelists were told. We are in 21st century. We are telling 21st century skills. Do you think that in 20th century skills were not there? Do you think in 19th century the skills were not there? Every century has got its own skill. Now the point is, 5 days before, ChatGPT, if you have a skill of exploring ChatGPT, you are the master. And now GPT-5 has come, so that skill is outdated. Some 10 years before, some 5 years before, if you are a good driver, driving is a skill. You are a skill master. Now there are driverless cars. In Dubai, they are now flying cars without driver. So where are the driving skills? The skills keep on changing. So if you are focusing, depending on the skills as per the century, don't take me wrong, we are outdated because we are bound with the past. We are not taking care of the present and we are talking about the future. So what skill is important? Skilling about how to skill. Whatever with the century is, as per the need and requirement of the youth, as per the need and requirement of the society, as per the need and requirement of the country, of the globe, you have to skill. That is important. And for that, what is most important is to be creative. Now, when you are creative, you will ask the critical questions. Now, what type of critical questions? Those questions which are yet to be asked. If you are thinking about that, you are a creative person and you are doing something. Future. Think about those technologies which are yet to be invented. Then you are futuristic, then you are future fit. Otherwise, whatever available in past, if you are mastering it and rocking in present, your future will not be bright at all. So skilling about how to skill, understanding about how to understand, thinking about how to think, that is more important. And these skills are more important. It plays a vital role. Let me cite one example. Once upon a time, Nokia was the leader of the world. What about Nokia now? BlackBerry. Everyone was behind the BlackBerry. What about the BlackBerry now? Why this is happening? Because they were saturated with that technology only and they were thinking about that only. They were not thinking about the future. They were thinking about the past and they were dealing something in the present. And all of a sudden, iPhone has given some technology, Android has given some technology and everything was outdated. So what I mean to say, thinking about how to think, skilling about how to skill. If you have that power, if you are creative, if you are thinking differently in your original way, no cut, copy, paste. No cut, copy, paste. Now, communication, critical thinking, this and that is all cut, copy, paste. Somebody has given 4 C's. Who says that these are the 21st century skills? Who says? The days are gone. Now 22nd century we come, then someone will give another 4S. So we'll be behind that. That is a cut, copy, paste. We should think original. We should think critical. we should have authenticity, we should have reliability, and we should think about futuristic vision, future fit students, futuristic schools. So that is important. So prima facie, what I wanted to say, yes, all skills are equally important, but skilling about how to skill, that is must. And thinking about how to think. If you are a good thinker, if you are a critical thinker, if you are a creative person, a lot of innovations you will do, and you will create history. You will not follow the history. One should be history creator, not the follower. One should be trend setters, not the trend follower. One should be futuristic. No doubt, past, you have to learn by that. Future, you have to analyze it and go beyond. Now, initially, collection of data was important. Then data analysis was important. And now, neither the collection of data nor the data analytics. Data-driven techniques. AI apps are available. They can collect the data. They can analyze the data. They can give you 5 best possible solution. You and only you has to find out whatever be the best available, most appropriate solution of that problem, and that to customize as per your need and requirement, as per your country, as per your state, as per your district, as per your tehsil, as per your place, as per your school, as per your class, as per your subject, and as per the last child sitting in that class. If we are doing that thing, we are doing something great in the 21st century skill. Otherwise, cut, copy, paste is going on. Thank you.
Thank
That's
you
my
so much.
prima facie comment.
Thank you. And I am old enough to have had a Nokia and a BlackBerry, so thank you for reminding me of the history. Can I please ask Guneet the same question, please?
Good afternoon, everybody from here. We strongly believe here that every child is important. And as Sir rightly said, for the last student sitting in the classroom, how each skill can be developed is what the educators, is what we as the visionaries have to consider in today's time. And maybe this idiom would rightly fit that all eggs in one basket is not required in today's world. So all focus on academics, not required anymore. Every skill, every quality that a student brings with him, imbibed in him, has to be brought out. He or she has to be told, has to be made to realize that, nobody is just ordinary. Each one of us is special, and we can bring out our skills to the best of our ability. And that is the uniqueness that each one of us can outshine with in today's world. Sir rightly said that cut, copy, paste is how the generation today is finding it easy to do. But we educators have to handhold them to make them understand that that's something which is ordinary. You have to go beyond it. You have to understand the skills that you are hiding inside. Bring them out. And that's the reason I strongly feel that profile building is coming up as a big time for school students, where academics in the classroom goes beyond the classroom when students get into research projects or online certifications, and where students at times would consider sports, teachers would shun them from playing sports. Today, those extracurricular activities are of prime importance, because you never know. A student sitting in the classroom may have his mind in the basketball field, and it's there where he can shine, not probably in the classroom. Along with that, I strongly feel social and emotional impacts are also important. I would refer to something very close to us in India. Supreme Court has been highlighting the stray dogs that are, their population is increasing. Now, these empathetic students that we have in our school, we can always educate them to help those stray come together, create feeding areas. And we have students who come up together in the school community to bring that forth. So this kind of development in students, I think, is something that we all visionaries have to instill in them so that they know that nobody is any less from anybody.
Oh, beautiful words. Thank you so much for sharing. Now I'm going to give him a surprise because he's normally on the other end of the camera. I'm going to ask Mr. Pranav, can he please answer our question? What do you think the non-negotiable skills are?
In fact, a couple of weeks back only, I realized I found a new skill that is very much required in India, and it comes under skill only. Recently, my driver was talking to me about his son. He said, I want my son to learn English. I think, if I'm not wrong, majority of people will agree, speaking English is a skill in India. I asked him why. He said, sir, I have seen, he told me in Hindi, people who don't know English, they drive the cars, they are drivers, and people who speak English, they are sitting behind and they are the car owners. So English is one of the skills in India, ma'am. I'm sure Jonna, she's from UK. For her, the things are different. Ma'am, out here, English is a skill. That's all I can say, Jonna.
Thank you. I'm very lucky. I learned English from birth, but I am bilingual, but English and French. So I totally understand living in the UAE. I wish I was fluent in Arabic. If you wouldn't mind me closing, if I can ask Mr. Sham, as somebody who works in a university, what can we do as schools to help to prepare our children to holistically, but also equitably, regardless of where they come from in the world and what their resources are?
Sham, can you just adjust your camera?
Okay, is it better now?
Yeah, perfectly all right.
Okay, thanks, Joanna. See, when it comes to universities, every university have a different perspective of shortlisting students. Few universities look at the scores as an important criteria. Few universities look at the student's profile as an important criteria. But if I look at from a university point of view, it should be a mix and match of both. Suppose somebody who's scoring, say the higher grade in IB, all better scores is something which we not look at, or somebody who's scoring 95, 96, 98 percentile is somebody whom we shouldn't be considering only based on marks. So when it comes to shortlisting students at Vidyaachal, what we do is we have a mix and match. We also look at what are the domain interests, why are they looking at joining a particular course, whether it is design, whether it is BTech, whether it is a business, whether it is psychology or an economics program. We look at why are the students keen on this particular domain. That plays an important aspect why on shortlisting students. When it comes to school also, the only support or the kind of support which we require from school, parents who students to take a particular domain. AI is booming in. The would force students to take the schools. They are in India we call it as Mata Pita Guru. So and the God. So they are all placed on the same. Mother and father tell something, kids don't listen. At the same time, if the teachers, principals of the school who can, okay, your son, your daughter is good in design, art, dance. That is something which help students, and they would do something like, and that support would look from school. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I could speak to everybody all day, but I've been told that we need to stick to the 30-minute timetable. I think we could carry on for the rest of the afternoon. And I think what I've recognised is it doesn't matter where you are in the world. We're all facing the same issues and we all believe the same things, that communication, the world is changing. The ability to speak English falls into communication too. And I think we need to continue to work together. And thank you, huge thank you to EduTV for giving us the opportunity to talk about things and to realise that we are one world and that all of our children are the future. And if we continue to work together, it isn't a competition. We all need to work together to make sure that we're doing the very best for our children. So thank you very, very much for joining us today. Thank you to EduTV, and thank you to everybody for joining our panel. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
I would like to thank Ms. Jonah Powell, Principal Wales International Abu Dhabi, to give her consent to moderate the show. Thank you so much, Jonah. You have been always helping EduTV. And I think everyone, out here, would like to thank Ms. Priyanka Agrihari. Would like to thank Uttam Jha sir, helping us even before we thought about EduTV. Sangeeta Kapoor ma'am, really a big thanks to you. She is principal at a school in Nasik. And thank you so much, Sangeeta. And Dr. Pramod Mahajan. I think he has been a mentor, guide to us always. He's supporting us. And definitely Mr. Gautam Sarkar. I know him from last, I think, 6-7 months. But it appears that I know him from many decades. So I'm really thankful to you, Mr. Sarkar. And I learned a lot of things from him. I'm really thankful to Ms. Guneet from Coven Educom. They are into guiding, advising students to study abroad. Thank you so much, Guneet. You are doing a wonderful work. Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Shyam from Vidyashilp University, always supporting EduTV for all our programs. And a big thank to Dr. Pramod Mahajan, Director Principal, Sharjah Indian School. I think whenever I have any kind of a problem, I give him a call. I discuss with him, and pat comes the reply because of his experience. Very few people know Dr. Pramod Mahajan started his career as a station master with Indian Railways. Then he left the job and then he came into teaching. Thank you so much, Pramod sir. I'm sure Indian Railway has lost a good person to education industry. Right? Thanks a whole lot. Bye-bye. See you in the
Thanks,
next
Pranav.
episode.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.